subscribe if you haven't already. I bring to you today the worst game by two 1900s I have ever seen in my life. It has it all: horrendous time usage, low accuracy, blunders, brilliancies, and most of all, 5 great moves to 0. You ready for this? Let's get straight into it. White played at 66.6 accuracy, the devil's number of accuracy, so fitting for this game. Black wins this game by a mere, by a mere 1.7% accuracy higher, 67.3 to 66.6. Brilliancy, 5 great moves to 0, 17 best moves to 9, mistakes 3 to 4, misses 3 to 2, blunders 3 to 1, and White's rating in this game is 1865. The game estimation was 1350. 1350. This is a 10-minute rapid game, and White played the middle game at 39.7% accuracy. Let that sink in. Let's get into it. We have a French defense. We have the 2 pawns in the center, the way you're supposed to play versus the French. Now here the engine likes this stuff, but we have an advanced French. We have c5, we have c3, all block moves, and black already makes a mistake. Bang. You're not supposed to do this. You're supposed to put pressure on the d4 pawn, or sometimes the e5 pawn with f6. Not right now, but in the future. This move comes a while later, but you're never supposed to take. Okay, bad line of the French. Ace. Bro, the knight isn't even developed. Who the frick knows? Is it gonna go here and here? Maybe some f4 here, here, and then knight 92? Like what the hell was that? And then White follows it up with with a mistake of his own. Now, you'll notice that White is down on time. This is going to become a very common theme in this game. Now, we have 97. I don't know why you're not going knight h6 to not block in your bishop, because their bishop is already blocked in, meaning they can't take you and ruin your pawn structure. The only reason why they would never take you is if you had a queen here that hits this pawn. That is one of the main lines of the French. But, you took on d4 on move 4 and made a horrible mistake with a6, so you're never going to be coming to a main line in this position, but we have 97, knight f3. This is probably the most logical move of the game. And we have knight to c6, not even following up with knight f5 to open up the bishop. We have knight c3. Again, you want to defend the d4 pawn, even if your opponent had played some dumb line like this. And you'll notice that White is down 21 seconds. 21 seconds. White is down already, even though Black played a horrendous line. We have queen to b6, again not bringing out the bishop. Knight f5, just begging to be played. And we have g4, stopping the knight from nothing, because, with this opponent, I don't think it's ever going here. And the reason why this is a mistake is because of what happens in this game. h5. Now, this is the best move, because if you lock up the structure, this square becomes weak, and there's not really any attack, because this will lock the squares up even farther, and Black will find a way to trade this bishop, and they'll survive. Still locking it up is the best move, and now we have knight f5, best move. This is probably we have a break from the horrible moves, and we have knight to e2. Honestly, kind of shocking that White found this to defend and didn't, go here handing a bishop. Keep that move. Keep this move in mind. Keep a bishop blunder in mind. Okay. So knight e2, bishop check, king moves. I don't know why you did not block this, because takes... oh, not that. Because takes... This pawn right here is defended. I don't know why you didn't do that, but whatever. King of 2, fine. I sometimes play like this too. Aggressive chess, but it's kind of hard to be aggressive when you allow the opponent to lock up the entire king side. And speaking of the king side, white decides to shred the king side open. The exact same thing that you do not want to do in the French defense is to rip your own king side open when you're not castled. Congratulations, black. You just threw the game. Now, opponent plays a horrendous move. Doesn't even try to get rid of this knight, doesn't even open up the position. No, we decide to trade a defending piece. Now, black takes because black is the most trade-happy French defense player of all time, and, by luck, it is the best move. We have knight takes. I don't know why you would not take with the f-pawn here. I mean, you can't take with the d-pawn because, that hands a full bishop, but, why would you take with the knight? Because then, okay, I mean, taking, whatever. Now, we have a discover check situation. We have this as an inaccuracy. You've walked directly into a pin. You had to keep the position somewhat closed because your king is even more danger. And this hands a pawn because when the knight takes, it attacks the rook, which is the piece that's checking you. So we have knight takes, good move, found, and we have knight takes bishop, which is just so illogical, not even like following up your stupid idea with something semi-logical. No, you go here, and now you're completely lost because you decide to open up the king's position in the French. And now there's like queen, and also, remember that theme I was telling you about earlier? White is now down almost 4 minutes. It's about to be 4 minutes. We have queen takes, pawn, blunder. Yes, it threatens mate, but it's easily defendable. Not like that. Not like that. You apparently needed to do this to attract the king to a forkable square and get the draw by perpetual check, because this is this is really not defendable. And folks, knight to a7, hanging a knight 2 different ways in a position where it's +3. You decide to hang 3 points of material 2 ways, and now it's a draw. Nice. We have rook takes and not even bishop takes, getting another defender in the game, attacking a pawn. No, let's stick with the rook and, relinquish our attack on the queen, not bring a defender back. Logical. And black is playing every move in 1 second. Meanwhile, white is playing every move in 30 seconds. And officially, folks, white is down 4 minutes. White is down over 4 minutes. It's almost 5. White is down 4 minutes and 54 seconds. That is insane to be down this much in a position where you're blundering this badly. Also, for context, this guy playing with black, I beat him in the exchange French. He played the exchange French versus me, and I eviscerated him. Anyways, we have bishop d3, bringing another attacker. I mean, logical, the best move was to go for the check, but I mean, this is fine too. It's not like you were really any better. Great moves. This is pure luck. I mean, 10 seconds spent on that. Alright. And for some reason, they didn't bring this rook in because it stops the idea of this. I just don't understand why you would bring this rook and allow this one to get potentially forked. And we don't even bring another, we don't even try to bring other defenders. We don't try to do anything. We don't try to, sack a bishop, get perpetual. We just move a random defender that really doesn't do any. And now we have rook f6. Rook f6. Not g6. Getting the attackers closer and threatening some stuff. Not just, not doubling. Well, I mean, you're kind of doubling, but doubling on the wrong square. You're supposed to go here, at least. And let's see. It says it's in this... Whoa. Okay, that's crazy. Point is, this is the worst square you could double it on, besides, these two. Anyways, bishop to e8 is a miss because this square, again, attracts the king to the fork, which is why you should have moved this rook into the game and not this one. We have g3 now, which, I mean, logical. I don't know why you did it now, the worst possible moment. Your queen's being attacked. And we have our first brilliancy of the game as white is down 2 minutes and 5 seconds. No, down 6 minutes and 5 seconds. White is down 6 minutes and 5 seconds in a rapid game. And they spend like 15% of their time not taking because, like, bro, you have to draw this. Anyways, queen takes d4, best move. By the way, if you take, you get forked again. We have bringing another rook into the defense, and we have this move attracting the king into this only square, from where it will be checked into. I don't know why you sacked the bishop. You didn't have to do that. This is an attacking piece. Why would you trade it off and not go here again? But also, by the way, you spent a minute. You spent a minute and 30 something seconds on rook af1, not even trying to defend your bishop. How are you this slow? You are down 8 minutes. It's 36 seconds to 8 minutes and 20. Anyways, you spend 1 second not even trying to, like, play as fast as possible, and then this, the check, fine, you can play it. It brings the rook into your own defense. But sacking it is just ridiculous. Like, why would you just not take the bishop and threaten some mates? But fine, you take the bishop now, it's fine. White hands a rook and spends 1 second taking it back. You have 16 seconds and you spend what? You spend a 16th of your time taking back a rook. We have to check. If here, check, and white is still spending like 3 seconds every move. They're not cheating, by the way. I think that's very obvious. And we have a check. You could have taken a rook with check, but I mean, you want to get a few more checks in, and white flags. And there you have it, folks. That is the worst game by 2/1900s I've ever seen in my life. Just absolutely insane stuff. We had look at this. Oh my god. Just look at this. No, I mean, I've had worse games than this, but, like, I was so much lower rated than I am now, but, like, holy. Let's look at the highlights, actually. Some good positional play. Let black seize the advantage in the middle game. Are you high? Positional play. Chess.com, you think this shit is positional play? You think this is positional? Locking up your own attack. Opening up your side of the board for white to attack you. Not open. You think this is positional play? To let black seize an advantage in the middle game, of which black is dead lost because of a full blunder of a knight? Like, full blunder of a pawn for the attack on the rook. Like, you think this is positional play? No, this is just pure tactical blindness. Chess.com. Thank you. This is just blindness. And you might say, but Mr. Corn, black had a brilliancy. Yeah, black missed this brilliancy like 10 moves in a row. Black missed this idea. Okay, one, and they missed bringing it back to 2, 3, and they finally did it. On the 4th opportunity they had to do this, they did it, and their opponent just completely malfunctioned and was down 30 seconds to 8 minutes. What the heck? I am not this, like, I have never played a game in like of chess in my life where I was this slow behind my opponent in like a 10 minute in classical. The most I've ever been down, I think, is 16 minutes, but it was a 30 plus. It was a 30-minute game with plus 20 bonus time, so it's. I mean, this is 10 plus 0, so this is like 40,000 times worse. Anyways, just Just a game of horrendous stuff. Now subscribe if you want to see more. I'm out of here. This is man, this stuff is crazy. You know what? We're gonna give them the GM title. We're gonna give them both the GM title. And that is all, folks. Goodbye.